liftoff. How you doing, everybody? It's Bad Brad coming to you on a Saturday night. It's the Backstage with Bad Brad show. And yes, we are live, baby. Yes. Here we go, everybody. We got Erickson's got English muffin pizza. My mother always made English muffin pizzas. Well, ain't that something else? We got your English muffin pizza right here. Yes, indeed. We're going to whip up a whole bunch of English muffin pizzas for you. We're going to put extra Parmesan on it and put some of that special oregano. Yeah, that's right. We're going to sprinkle it with that special oregano. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Woo! Styling and profiling. My Los Angeles. Strumming into Los Angeles. Bringing in a couple of, well, you know what we're talking about. Woo! How you doing? It's the Backstage with Bad Brad extravaganza. Yes, indeed. How is everybody doing tonight? Scott, how you doing, brother? Dave has got the wrench. Paul has got the wrench tonight. These are our two administrators. Mike might be in here later. Rhonda is here. How is everybody doing? We're taking off the glasses. I got this green shirt because I think this is St. Patty's Day is coming up, right? I think so. How's everybody doing tonight? Cece is here. Glad to have her here. Dwayne is here. Robert is here. What is happening, everybody? Let's get the convo cooking. Lefty, how you doing? How you doing? The Elvis shades, yes. The Elvis shade, man. Let me tell you something, man. I'm back in. I used to do this little song back in 1956, man. It goes a little something like this, baby. Well, that's what I'm trying to sing. I'm trying to sing you a song, baby. Oh, that's right, baby. So, yeah, man, there's a lot going on. Is Randy O here? Is Randy here? Randy Joy is here. Right on. Glad to have everybody here, man. It's Saturday night, the night that I wait for every week. This is my adult hour at the house. And, anything goes. We'll talk about rock and roll. We'll talk about music. We'll talk about playing guitars. Dude, yeah, it's members only, bro. You have to be a member to have this jacket. No, this isn't a members only jacket, but it is equally as awesome as a members only jacket. And I just needed something to spice up the t-shirt tonight. Just had to spice it up for y'all tonight. St. Patty's Day events are going down. When is St. Patty's Day? Members only, dude. We need to have channel members only jackets. That's what we need. I'm going for the high test tonight. I'm going for the high test and breaking out the Red Bull. Because, man, we got a lot cooking. We're almost at 14K on this channel. Now, look, to those big channels with hundreds of thousands of people, it don't seem like much. But, man, 14K for a channel that was stagnant for like 13 years. And to bring it back from death. Rise from the grave like a phoenix. And now we're almost at 14K. So here's the deal, man. Anybody that's watching right now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, just hit the subscription button and help this channel out. We need hair hats, we need glasses, we need all of that. The Barracuda jacket. Yeah, dude, 14K, we're so close. If anybody is able to look at the subscriber count, I guess I could pull it up over here. Maybe not, but we'll worry about that. Last I checked, I think we were less than 50 people away. I'm all shook up, baby. Let me tell you something, man. If we get to 14K, man, I might have to sing a little Elvis, baby. If we get to 14K tonight, man, I might just have to break out a little Elvis Presley, man, because it's something else, man. I tell you what, man. Growing up in Tupelo, Mississippi, man, and my brother, my twin brother Jesse, man. God rest his soul, man. I believe he's given me the power, man. I believe he's given me the power, man, to do what's right by everybody. I think we're helping people on this channel, man, very much. And I just like to thank everybody for tuning in, man, and helping me out, man. It's helping me out, baby. And I tell you something, we're TCB right here on this channel, baby. We're taking care of business, baby. Sock a little bolt salad, right? I have to do the right? We're gonna have to do it, man. 14K. I don't know. I don't. Somebody let me know if we hit that tonight. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, man. We're moving on up like George Jefferson. We finally got a piece of the pie, right? We got in a small little sliver. They're giving us a little sliver, but I made them. I said, please, if you're gonna give me some pie, give me some key lime pie. Give me some of that key lime. It's kind of like a cheesecake with a lime flavor to it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, man, how's everybody doing tonight? What do we want to talk about? We got Wes Scanlon, who is in big trouble again. What is the green guitar in the pick? Oh, that's a great question, Lefty. Lefty, and you know what? It's perfect timing. Perfect timing because it is St. Patty's Day, and this is probably one of the most gaudy, gaudy things in my box. This is a sweet, sweet Tom Anderson. It's got a humbucker in the neck. It's got standard Strat scale. It's got a single coil in the middle, humbucker in the back. It's got like this, I guess that's like a boost switch or something. And really cool guitar, man. Really cool guitar. Sick top on that guitar. Just sick. I think this is Key Lime Burst. I think this finish is Key Lime Burst. There's a clip of me online playing with Cole Ford, and I'm playing a green Anderson. It's kind of like this, and I think that one was called Maui Kawaii or something like that. But this is I think this is Key Lime Burst. And man, you know what? Give me, if you're gonna give me some dessert. I don't like apple pie. I don't like all that stuff. But give me a slice of cheesecake or give me some key lime pie, baby, and I'd be happy. Yeah, this is not the guitar in that live clip. I ended up, unfortunately, like many, man, I don't take this one, man. Please don't take this one away from me. Yeah, this is sweet. This is a sweet color, dude. This guitar plays too easy. It really does play too easy. Of all the guitars I got, sometimes I don't play this because it is too easy to play. Yeah, upside down headstock would be cool on that, but this was just bought off the rack. This is a 2017, so this one I've had for a while. I probably got it in like 2018. But yeah, man, super cool guitar, perfect for the thumbnail because it is St. Patrick's Day, man. And any Unknown Hinson fans, I think we probably got some in here. Apple or blueberry, Dave. I hear you. If I'm gonna have apple pie, it's got to be hot out of the oven, and you got to have vanilla ice cream. That's the only way to do it. Do you have a purple guitar? Would you like to see would love to see all the guitars in your racks? Oh, well, Rhonda, ask and ye shall receive. I don't even have to pull out all the guitars in the racks because I just pulled out the Stunner. I just pulled out the purple, whatever this is. This right here is a stunner, right? Now this is a parts caster where you see the logo is like backwards and upside down, so it's completely unreadable. And this is just parts. This is a Warmoth neck, a Warmoth body, a brass block tremolo that I found like on eBay or something, and some good pickups, and then it's wired with, you can see into the wiring because it's got a clear pick guard on it. I didn't want anything to take away from the sparkle, and I figured a white pick guard on this would take away from the sparkle, so why not be able to see the whole thing? And this was one of my road guitars, and yeah, you don't even need to see the rest of the guitars. This is probably one of the coolest ones. I mean, look at that sparkle, dude. Ever plug a banjo into a Kemper? Let's see, who was that? Bo. What I would need, Bo, is I would need what they call a ganjo, right? A ganjo is a banjo that's tuned like a guitar. And that's what a lot of Nashville guys use if they keep one at their house or they play one on stage, is they play a ganjo. And it sounds like a banjo, but you play exact same stuff that you would play on a guitar. But you could do rolls like that. You'd play it maybe with a Earl Scruggs technique or whatever. But yeah, I have not, but I bet you that would sound cool. I bet you a ganjo, and you know what? If I did more country sessions from home, that would be something I would have to have. I would have to have a ganjo, but I don't do much of that stuff. Did you see any cool shows at the Hampton Coliseum growing up, Brad? Scott, you've just asked one of the most incredible questions you could possibly ask me. First of all, the Hampton Coliseum, which I'm assuming is still there, and I'm assuming they're still putting on shows there. But I saw some of the most incredible shows at Hampton Coliseum. First of all, I saw Elvis friggin' Presley at Hampton Coliseum. Hello, Leah. How you doing? Ganjo, dude. Dude, I know guys that would play banjo live in those country shows. They'd strap on and it looks like you're playing a banjo, but they're just playing the same old cowboy chords, maybe just, finger picking it. So yeah, man, I saw Elvis there. Let's see, who else did I see there? I saw Dolly Parton there with Andrew Gold opening. I saw Cheap Trick with UFO opening at Hampton Coliseum. I saw Yngwie Malmsteen opening for Iron Maiden at Hampton Coliseum. I saw the tail end of David Lee Roth's first show. His first show on the Eat 'em and Smile tour was at Hampton Coliseum. The Rolling Stones' last U.S. date on the Tattoo You tour was at Hampton Coliseum. And the shows, there's some of Elvis's footage back in the day that's filmed from Hampton Coliseum. And there's Rolling Stones footage from the show I was at Hampton Coliseum. So I saw epic shows at just a little, yeah, Cheap Trick and UFO, dude. If that's not, oh, look, dude's got a ding, bro. That's the first time I've seen a ding on this guitar. I thought the finish was so thick you wouldn't be able to ding it, but probably, that's probably because the room doubles as a playroom at times for certain members of the family. So yeah, it's got a little ding on it, but that won't hurt it. That won't hurt it. So yeah, man, UFO opening for Cheap Trick. Yeah, that was a killer show. But I was there to see Cheap Trick because I was not familiar with UFO, but I had bought the Live at Budokan cassette of Cheap Trick. Didn't even know what they sounded like. Just the cassette looked cool. A picture of Robin Zander and Tom Peterson. It just looked cool. And I brought it home, and I'm like, this rocks, right? And then I bought the Dream Police album, bought that album. So I was big time into Cheap Trick. I like their whole shtick. Aloha, dude. Ocean. Aloha, bro. Yeah. UFO open, and I remember it was it Phil Mogg, the bass player? Yeah, that's was it Phil Mogg? I think it was. Yeah, I remember him doing lewd stuff with his bass, and he was wearing spandex and stuff. Yeah, Live at Budokan is a great sounding record. Man, I just like the whole shtick that Cheap Trick had. I like the whole gimmick. The two pretty boys, and then the used car salesman and the geek on guitar. I just think that's ingenious. It's ingenious to come up with something like that. Who would have thought of that? Thinks of that? And I mean, you got two dudes that are better looking than 90% of the chicks in the audience. And then you've got this terrible looking drummer that's like got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he's playing like swing drums. Fu Manchu, I would hope so, bro. Yeah, those guys. But here's the thing, man. I liked Rick Nielsen. Rick Nielsen doing his pick, throwing his pick around and catching the pick in his mouth and doing all that stuff, man. I just thought that was the coolest shtick. He's over there and mugging for the camera and acting. He's got his hat all like he just didn't care. The other guys are trying to look good, right? And yeah, Bun E, and man, I remember watching. I was kind of off to the side so I could see Bun E, and man, sticks were flying. Like when a stick would go bad, he'd just whip it like behind the drum set. They go flying in the air like over the back curtain, and he'd just grab another stick. Man, they were great, man. They were great. So, yeah, Cheap Trick. Yeah, dude, P-Funk is in the house, everybody. Thank you, P-Funk, for being here, man. And Dave, thank you for being here. Dave's on the wrench. Paul's on the wrench. We've had some great questions here. It's just free form music chat. Now, look, we've got 76 people, 77 people in here, 31 likes. Let's get the likes up, right? Curious to when was your first time playing in front of an audience? And how you dealt with any stage fright? I think maybe the first time, the first time playing in front of people was, a big crowd, was playing in front of the whole school. And when I was in like, maybe 8th grade or 7th grade or something like that. I don't remember getting stage fright. I don't remember it, man, because before that, I had always played for the fam. Every time a relative would show up, someone would say, "Hey, play a song." So I'd end up having to play some song, which I really didn't want to do. And then I started bringing a guitar to school and playing before school. So I was constantly like singing and playing for people. The first time I ever got really nervous was going to like a first band practice. I think, there's been plenty of times where, you get nervous, but the guitar get you chicks in high school. I can't really say that was like the thing. I don't think that was the thing in high school, because I went to Catholic school for like 10 years and then did the last 2 years at public school. So I was an outsider and, just kind of treading water and trying to join a band and doing all that. I don't know if that was playing guitar was like the thing. I don't know if that was the thing. But yeah. Any love for Fender pickups or aftermarket? Sure, Scott. I love a great Strat. Fender makes some great pickups. The best Strat I have here is a Fender custom shop. So yeah, man. Love Fender stuff, man. Fender makes some great stuff. And you know, somehow they figured out how to make good guitars at an affordable price. But then when you buy a little bit more expensive, it's just, you keep getting a little bit better quality until when you spend the big bucks, you get something that sounds like what a great Strat in your brain is supposed to sound like. Yeah, Quincy, how you doing, brother? Great to have you here, man. Quincy is going to Belmont, and he's a guitar player. How's the gig thing going in Quincy? Have you scored any gigs? Have you joined any bands? Have you conquered any stages? I'm hoping you have, brother. But man, I understand, man. It's a process getting into a band and finding a position to play in and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, last time I talked to Quincy, he had made a connection with the producer or something in Nashville. So yeah, man, everything is great. Trippy, hey Brad, just realized you're an hour early, as us in the UK have yet to our clocks forward 1 hour. Okay, well, we've got our first guest of the evening. Come here. Say hi, Mia.
Hi.
Mia, don't make a funny face. Now say hi to the people.
Hi, guys. Mama had a friend named Earring, and Mama.
And what are you gonna do tomorrow?
There's Zach's birthday tomorrow.
You're going to a friend's birthday party tomorrow.
Zach's
and what did
birthday.
you get him?
I got him some cars and monster trucks.
You got him some monster trucks.
And cars.
And cars. Well, you're a really good kid for doing that for him.
You're welcome. And then me and Mom wrapped it.
And you and Mom wrapped it?
Yeah.
So you're going to your first friend's birthday party tomorrow.
Yep. And then and then it's going to be Ellie's birthday.
And then it's going to be Ellie's birthday after that.
Weeks.
All right. Do you want to come say hi if you guys are both
No, I didn't know
just
this.
pulling
I didn't know
in?
did she just?
She just ran in.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, come
so-
on, Mia.
all
Let's
right.
go check on Ace.
All right. Go check on Ace.
All right. Come on.
All right. Go on, Mia.
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep partying with that.
She's going to keep partying. She wants to party, dude.
Oh, are you gonna do Panama?
Panama, downtown, Nashville, hot shoes, burning down the avenue, straight time on the loose, Sabbath, and
Okay.
Panama, and Panama.
Okay. Come on.
All right.
Come
Go
on,
on.
let's go check on Ace.
All right.
Come on.
Hasta la vista,
Come on,
baby.
Party girl. Come on, party girl.
All right. Go on, Mia.
Party's gonna come out here.
Party's ending. Daddy's got to get back to work here.
Yeah, I know.
So there's the party right there. I was blasting Panama earlier, and now she's singing "Hot Chew," burning down the avenue. Yeah, I think she's leaning towards a singer. She's got the personality of a front person. She has not been hitting the energy drinks, but she has unlimited energy. Like, she's got David Lee Roth energy. She does. She was learning the lyrics tonight. So I put a little Van Halen on the YouTube concert for her tonight. We played Panama, and then we played Jump, because she likes Jump. And then So This Is Love came on, the Oakland live clip, and she loved that. And I'm eating pizza and learning about Cuba. No, but yeah, she likes hard rock. She's even started tonight, she started to imitate Brian Johnson, and she put that rasp in her voice. So it's funny that dude, Mike H is in the house. Great. We've got our third moderator tonight here. But yeah, she was adding that rasp to her voice, and she's singing like that. And I looked at her like, oh, you figured out how to do that. It took me decade to figure out how to do that high raspy falsetto thing. I couldn't really do it when I was out in LA. I had to years later when I'd be in a wedding band or something and I'd have to sing an AC/DC song, then I could do that stuff. Delicious. Delicious. So yeah, dude, and here's the thing, man. She can walk. We walk for miles. Like we'll go for a 2.5 mile, 3 mile walk. And she'll come back, and she'll be still wanting to run laps, like sprint. And I'm like, hey, pace yourself. We keep thinking we're gonna wear her out, and she just keeps going, man. It does, Xerox, it does make it our time. And there's nothing wrong with a little feast on our time, bro. It's all about our time. All right, so Mississippi, yeah, it's windy, bro. And Rhonda, yeah, she needs a dance class or something. Yeah, that would be good. She's just not real good at taking directions. Like, she's just not good at like, hey, do this, put your finger here, play this note, Whispering is the worst thing for your voice and coffee. Man, I can think of some worse things that you could do. Brad, learn how to bottle Mia's energy. You could become a millionaire. Yeah, Leah, that is true. Reality, I should be producing her YouTube show and I should just throw in the towel. But I figure, man, she's got some time to decide what she wants to do. I don't want to put that on her at a young age. Then what would you have to do? If she decides when she's 15 or 16 and wants to get into that, she's only 4 years old right now. She just turned 4 in October. So thought about you the other day when I was watching another live stream. We're making Corey Feldman jokes. Right on. Saying it's the American way to roast Feldman. That's funny. Yeah, man. You know what, dude? Feldman, he's got a career. I don't know what it is, but he's doing it. Yeah, dude, there's a lot worse things you can do than whispering or drinking coffee. Drinking gallons of whiskey and smoking cigarettes is probably not a good thing for the voice, sir. Sir, ZZ Top, Frank Beard, yeah. So the drummer for ZZ Top is having to take a break. And man, I saw ZZ Top probably about 13 years ago. We were on the road, we had a day off, and we had a connection with Kid Rock, and Kid Rock was playing with ZZ Top opening. I think it was up in Michigan, and they got us free tickets. We had free tickets for the whole band and crew to go see Kid Rock. And ZZ Top was opening. And I was really more excited about seeing ZZ Top because I'd never seen ZZ Top. But man, those guys were up there then at 13 years ago. And man, Frank Beard has had some health problems in the past. And some of those old drum parts in the 70s, some of that stuff is really tricky, man. Mickey Hernandez, great to have you here. Billy Gibbons can play great. And Dusty Hill was great. But Frank, frankly, was he was struggling that night, man. Like I said, dude, listen to some of those drum fills on those 70s things, man. The one lick on LaGrange, it's tricky, man. And he was, it felt like he was behind. It felt like he was behind the whole night. And it also felt like there was a lot of, say, supplemental tracks and stuff going on. I don't know if it was, but it just felt like that. I know that they're using Billy uses like some kind of the Marshall JMP preamps. He's had that rig for a long time. He has like amps on stage, but then everything's coming out of these rack units. But man, it was great to see him. Chris, how you doing? Glad to have you here. Yeah, they're ZZ Top's early stuff, dude, is just badass. It's just badass, man. Their early stuff is just smoking hot, man. Yes, drumming will wear you out, dude. And you know what? Young drummers always want to play cool stuff and the trickiest licks they got and all this stuff. And then, man, you know what happens, dude? Old age happens. And yeah. What band has a cooler car than ZZ Top? Not many, man. Not many is the question. Quincy says, I'm super excited because, by the way, my custom Telecaster 2 user production is finally shipped out. It's getting to me Tuesday. Quincy, that's amazing. Quincy's got a new guitar day. That is going to be awesome. Man, you got to somehow post it on your channel, bro, and leave me a comment with a link. And I will go over there and check it out. Make sure you do a video about that, man. I think everybody go over to Quincy's channel and subscribe to that as well. You don't have to leave the chat now, but everybody do that. Now we got 93 people in here. Let's get the thumbs up. Let's get the party. Oh, we got 100 people in here, dude. I think the most we had on one night was like 120 or so. Let's see what we can do tonight. Just heard the LA band, the Junkmen. They were punk. Very cool, Sean Murphy. The Junkmen. That sounds like a punk band. Dude, the Drumming Marine is here. Yeah, check out my channel. Many videos on my playing, and this new guitar will be on it. Quincy, we'll all go check it out, bro, and we'll give the man some thumbs up and some likes and some comments and all that. Because man, we're building a community here. We're building a community. Did you check out the Southern River Band? I did not yet, Mike H. I have not checked that out yet. I haven't had a chance, but we will. We will. So Shane is asking a question. I've got a video on my channel of playing 4 hours straight. How did your bathroom breaks happen with possibly potty emergencies and accidents? Well, here's the deal, Shane. This is a question. So one of my last gigs in Nashville was 4 hours straight, it's actually pretty common now for a lot of the guys down on Broadway. But here's the kicker. This is, people go, oh, why aren't you, playing gigs down here in Florida? And it was almost like the last gigs in Nashville were like telling me something. I get on this gig and we have I think we had 13 pieces in the band that night. And then and it was a deep stage, but not very wide. So we were literally all jammed into this tight space, and I was in the very back, and then they had this like curtain like surrounding us, like we're in this like net. This was a wedding gig, high-dollar wedding gig. And guess what? The air conditioner was broke, and it was June. It was June, no air conditioning. And we got to play 4 hours straight. That means when we start playing, and we start at the beginning of the night, and we're playing, we start off playing the cocktail music, the cocktail jazz, and we morph all the way to the cocktail jazz, all the way to the party stuff. And this crowd wanted old school all night. They didn't want any Bruno Mars. They didn't want any Dua Lipa. They didn't want any of that stuff. They wanted us to churn out the old school jams all night. But dude, I wasn't planning on playing with no air conditioning and being in the back of the stage surrounded by a curtain, and I felt like I couldn't get air. I was back there like suffocating. And man, the first probably 30 to 40 minutes, dude, I was literally just just trying not to pass out. Feeling like getting like a panic attack. And I'm playing these jazz songs and I'm back there and there's no air circulating. It was like everybody on stage was sucking all the oxygen and I'm in the back. I'm literally like behind the percussionist who is behind the horn line, who's behind the singers. And I'm like in this little corner, I can barely move. And there was a bathroom right there if I had to go run. But here's the thing, man. For one, I didn't drink a ton of stuff before the gig because I knew I had to play 4 hours straight. So I didn't drink a ton of water. And then I get up there and dude, the heat was just brutal, right? It had to be like 100 degrees in there. Just brutal, right? And so for one, I didn't have to take a bathroom break because I was sweating so profusely that there would have been nothing to go pee. So I just tried to ride the wave the whole gig. I did not take a break. I just stayed back there in the trenches, tried not to pass out, tried not to make any mistakes, tried not to miss any cues when somebody's saying play this, and I did miss. Me and the singer had a misconnection on something. He was trying to tell me something, and I'm thinking the song's ending, and I it was just like, dude, I couldn't even think straight, and so I was just riding the wave, dude. I was just back there, I was literally going, please don't die. Please don't pass out. I was literally I was just back there just going, and I was literally going, okay, I had that gig, and I think I had maybe 2 more gigs or 1 more gig, and then I was, no more gigs. So it was almost like fitting that some of my last gigs in Nashville were some of the hardest and worst conditions. It was almost kind of like teaching me the lesson, like, dude, go do something else for a while. Go. This is a little ridiculous. Go do something else. And so that's how that all went down, man. I was hanging 10, dude. But dude, I mean, like back in the day when you'd party too much and you feel like you're gonna have a coronary. And you just, dude, that's how I felt, dude. Because one, the other thing is, I knew I had to play 3 or 4 hours, 4 hours straight. So I had a little bit of energy drink just there, just so I could have a little sugar, Yeah, I paid so many dues. I get people who say, tell me you're playing gigs, and I'm like, dude, I'm not right now. I'm taking a break, and I've done it 30 years. Yeah, dude, those parking lot gigs, outdoor gigs in the summer, dude, it's for the older guys like us now. We're starting to go, man, we just don't want to do those. I know the people up in, there was no Blue Splash, Shane, because it was indoors. It was an indoor gig. But man, here's another kicker. Here's another kicker that night. So that night, we get to the gig, and they had forgotten to get the band food. They had forgotten that they were supposed to provide a meal for us. So maybe an hour and a half before the show, they go, oh, we forgot your meals, but we're going to go get you something. So I think they went to a barbecue place down the street, and they bought a bunch of stuff and brought it. But it really was the wrong things to be eating if you have to play 4 hours straight. So I think I ate a little bit, but man, I did not eat a lot, because knowing that you've got to, and here's the thing, you got to get up on stage with a 12-piece band in an enclosed stage, and everybody's been eating baked beans and pork. No, No, no. Yeah, it was, dude, it was awful, bro. Yeah, exactly, Lefty. Exactly. Ah, this is delicious. Kirkland, bro. Yeah, it was awful, bro. This, here's the thing, man. If I don't have a gig, barbecue is awesome. Yeah, bring on the barbecue. But dude, if you gotta play a gig, man, barbecue is not. Pizza before a gig, not the best thing to do. Spaghetti before a gig. Look, man, I'll tell you what. And maybe my guys out there that gig. You know what? For me, when I was on the road and I was boozing a lot, it was a club sandwich. That was my dinner. Club sandwich. That was the meal. A toasted club sandwich. Eat that. It would put a nice lining in the stomach, so you could commence with a night of booze and frivolity. That was about the only thing that I could eat is a sandwich. That's right, Randy. That's all I could eat. And so, man, whenever I'd be on the road, dude, I would get up and I would eat whatever free lunch they would give you. And then you've got hours, right? And then when it comes dinner time, I would always eat. It's gotten now where here's the deal. Not just because I'm old, but because on the road, I would always eat my dinner at 4 o'clock. Because you eat your dinner at 4 o'clock, then you've got time to digest. You've got 4 hours till 8 o'clock. Maybe you don't have to be at the venue till 8 o'clock. So you eat, and that way, if it doesn't quite agree or whatever, you got some time to get your act together, put on the tight pants, and get out there and dance, right? So yeah, it's the sponge in the gut, bro. And that is, and here's the other thing. I need to make a video, and I'll talk about this now. And I'll probably do a whole video on this. Things you need in your backpack. Erickson, thank you. Thank you so much, brother. You are the man. Erickson is such a great supporter for this channel, and man, I just have to thank him greatly. Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing. Scott's saying it. Lefty's saying it. You need to get whatever's in your system out before the show. You need to go up there completely. You know what I'm saying? It's like a racehorse. You don't want a racehorse running with a full stomach, right? So yeah, you need Pepto-Bismol in your backpack. Pepto-Bismol liquid. Now, some people can get by with those tablets. That don't work for me. You got to have Pepto-Bismol, and on those days where it's just not, the stomach's just not right, you chug a little bit of that, you rest for a little while, you chug a little bit more, boom, you're usually good by showtime. Yeah, that's true as well, Ironman, the accelerants, but usually would try to stay away from that, right? We would all try to do that. You got to know your limitations. Yeah, but man, here's the other thing I would always keep in my bag. I would always keep regular aspirin. Regular aspirin. I've never been a Tylenol or Advil or Motrin or any of that. Or what's the one? Midol. I've never been a cough drops. Cough drops. Yep. Demonetized said cough drops. I would have Altoids as well. Altoids, cough drops, Fisherman's Friend, which is the nastiest cough drop you could possibly have. But that, dude, if your voice is in rough shape, man, when I would get on stage, I would take a Fisherman's Friend, and it's like a little lozenge like that, right? And I would tuck them in both sides of the cheek. And it's just so gnarly. It's like licorice or something. It's just nasty. But it as far as coating the throat, it's like having a throat coat tea lozenge or something. It's that I would have Let's see. What else? You would always have an extra set of drawers, right? You'd always have that. You'd always have an extra shirt in your backpack. You'd always have some hand wipes, right? You would always have, probably some protection of some sort, but we won't get into that. I'm a married man now, and we don't have to feel that, but you need some drawers. You got to have some fresh drawers in there. Uh, there was this, what is it? There you go. There you go, Ben. I hear you, brother. You got to have some extra draws. Fisherman's friend, dude. Yeah, fisherman's friend. You know what? I haven't had a fisherman's friend since I was on the road, but dude, on the road, my guy, my stage manager he'd have them on top of in fact, he would keep an Altoid tin on top of my amp rack right behind me. And that tin would be open, and in that tin would be Altoids on one side, Fisherman's Friend on the other. Then next to that, a can of beer, right? And then next to that would be my red Solo cup with whiskey. Those would be back there as my crutch, right? Okay. Here's the thing. The beer was like water. I didn't even keep a bottle of water on. If I was trying to hydrate, that's when I would drink the beer. That's how crazy things get on the road. So yeah, rock and roll. Yeah, the rock and roll bag gets different as you get older. Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. And look, man, it doesn't hurt to have some new skin, some Band-Aids. Now, new skin, if you've got to like heal something so you can play, Band-Aids, extra socks, all of that stuff, man. There's more. There's more of that. Oh wow, that's rough, man. So here's a funny story. So a guy that I was on the road with, I won't name names on this, but let's just say it's not a country act, but this guy I was out on the road with. And he tells a story of how he was waiting in the wings for them to call his name to go out and sing. And he had to, pass some aerosol particles, right? And he realized when he did that it was not aerosol particles, right? And they're literally calling his name. He's like, what does he do? So he says he dropped trowel and took the red velvet curtain and did that and then went out on stage. So that's a little one of those inside jokes, and now don't ask me who it was. I'll never tell. But yeah, we used to joke about that a lot. Yeah, he just grabbed the curtain. I mean, what do? They're about to call they're calling your name, and you're supposed, it's all timing. Yeah. Ah, delicious. Delicious. I haven't had a Red Bull in a long time. So I know people try to tell me don't drink it, and you're right. You're absolutely right. But yeah, I got to have one every now and then. Okay, we got 70 people in here. We got 103 people in here. 70 thumbs up. Now, look, I'm going to let you guys know again, we are almost at 14K. And I know not all 102 people in here have subscribed to this channel. So anybody who has not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button because we are almost at 14K. I would like to hit 14K tonight. I think that would be incredible. Let's see how close we can get. It's not easy getting subscribers, man. And I get it, man. Yeah, very soon, Randy. Very soon. Thank you, Lefty. I appreciate it. It's free to be a sub, man. And here's the thing. As long as I can keep up this schedule, new video every morning at 8 a.m. And here's the awesome thing. Tomorrow morning, Reggie the Teacher Wooten interview right on my channel at 8 a.m. You're going to have to join us because Paul's going to be there and Dave's going to be there and P-Funk is going to be there and Erickson is going to be there. The whole crew is going to be up at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Eastern Standard Time. So that is 7 o'clock or is that 9 o'clock in Tennessee? I don't know. But yeah, tomorrow morning, Reggie the Teacher Wooten, one of my friends from way back in the day, and talking about playing guitar and teaching his brother Victor, talking about getting on stage with James Brown at 5 years old, right here on this channel, man. Dude, I just, that's how I'll give you a teaser, right? That's how I start the interview. I just say, man, I want to name an artist, and you tell me what happened. Joff, hey Brad, I'm Alex and I play guitar. I discovered you a few weeks ago and watch you every day. Awesome. Thank you, Joff, very much. Yeah, dude, imagine he saw James Brown in 1961. We're talking live at the Apollo era, James Brown. James Brown and the Famous Flames, right? The original band he saw live. And James Brown sees him and his two other brothers in the audience and brings them up on stage, brings the valet over and gets them up on stage. And so that's how the interview starts tomorrow. This will be tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sub up, dude. Everybody sub up, because man, I'm working on getting some amazing stuff coming up. But man, I'll tell you what, if anybody's got a line on anybody that they think I should interview this channel, please hit me up, because man, it's hard getting some of these people. Getting my friends on here, super easy. Reggie Wooten, he's my friend. So man, you know what? Yeah, James Brown is the baddest of the bad, dude. You're absolutely right, man. And dude, because here's the thing, Reggie is 10 years older than me. So if I'm 58, he's 68. He's still going. Reggie is still touring at 68 years old. And dude, he's lived a clean life. Man, he looks the same. He plays the same. He's 100%, man. So, yeah, get up tomorrow and join us. The interview will air. Of course, it will be available all day. And once it's available on the channel, it will be up on the channel. So if you can't make it early in the morning, hey, Erickson, I reached out to, I've got one of the guys, Brian Damage Forsyth is on my Instagram, and I reached out to him trying to get him to do an interview on the channel. I just can't. Here's the thing, man. I guess people blow up people's DMs so much, right? So that when just me sending a thing, it's like they don't answer. Now, I'm guilty for a while. I don't really check my DMs all the time and stuff, but I do check them eventually. So I've tried to get Brian Forsyth. I would love to get him on the channel. Maybe I need to dig up. Yeah, he might not see it. I've tried to get Steve Vai. I can't get through to him. I've tried to get Billy Sheehan. I'm trying to get Rudy Sarzo back. I'm trying to get Rudy Sarzo after he does the Ozzy thing. I'm trying to schedule him for that. So I'm trying to have him again. Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, usually if they're promoting something, that is when it's easier to get them on the channel. But even then, man, it's sometimes just not easy. dude, and I've had people that I know, like, they need to be doing this and they just don't answer or they don't see it or whatever. What are your favorite hard rock or heavy metal riffs from the 80s? I'd have to go hard rock, heavy metal riffs, anything off of Fair Warning, anything off of Van Halen 1, anything off of Van Halen 2, and those are, I know, late 70s. But for me, it's Van Halen, and everything else is just everything else for me. Although, yeah, I'm a big George Lynch fan. Big George Lynch fan. And so is George Lynch retiring? Is that's what's going on? Because it's certainly, yeah, Mean Street, dude. Mean Street is insane. That intro. So yeah, Big City Nights is a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Steve Morse would be great. Mike from VH would be cool. Man, these are all people I would love to have on the channel. But here's the thing, man. We have to build this channel. I think once I've got 50K, 50,000, it'll probably be a lot easier to get these interviews. The more people that see the channel and they've got the name recognition, you'll get more. But man, here's the deal. I'm going to release another interview on my channel. After the Reggie Wooten interview, I'm going to release another one for the members of the channel. Rockstar members of the channel get early access to the interviews. And I'm working on getting an interview with the drummer that played with Joan Jett, Pat Travers, who else is Cyndi Lauper, some other, he worked with, opened for Queen a bunch. And he's a New York guy, Italian guy, hard-hitting drumming dude. And I'm trying to get that secured this week. If I get that, that is going to be a great, because he is also a motivational speaker. So, and he's got a book. So that will be a great interview. So yeah, build it and they will come. Exactly. Yeah, I'd love to have George Lynch on the channel. And I think I reached out to George. I think I did. But man, here's the deal. If George decides he's not going to play live anymore, he might just not want to do interviews. Yeah, Nico did play, but I don't have Nico lined up yet. Chris Jericho would be great. Right on, Lefty opened for Lynch. Very cool. Yeah, Bo. I mean, look, I'm going, I'm digging, man. I'm trying to find the stories that people want to hear. And I'm trying to dig and find, like, dude, I tried to get the guy that got fired by Keith Urban, bass player, Jerry Flowers. I tried to get him on the channel. I had him set to go on the channel like a week after, he left the gig, and then he just decided he just didn't even, I don't know, man. He probably just decided he just wanted to forget about it, try to forget about it and not have any ill feelings, So I can't get it now. He was all ready to do it. And then now I messaged, hey man, I'd still love to have you, come. I want to get like so many stories. Just like, here's the thing. I'm going to release this week the interview with the first guy I played the first gig in Nashville with, and he also played on the last gig I played in Nashville. We're talking about smooth jazz artist Michael Fair. One of the nicest guys you'll ever friggin' meet in your life. He's one of those guys that if your car breaks down and you need $5 or whatever, he's the guy you can count on, right? And we got some great stories and stuff like that. This is not great stories come from anywhere, and we have some great stories, and that is just, he's a great friend of the channel, and that is a great interview as well. It's not always Rudy Sarzo, and it's not always, yeah, I'd love to have Corey Feldman, but you know what? I don't know that, I'll be able to get Corey Feldman. But man, you know what? I want to be able to tell people's stories. I want to hear from everybody. Mike P. Funk, I would love to get Corey Feldman, but I don't know that I can. You know what? When we build this channel, if we get this thing up to 50K though, all of that stuff could become reality. All of that stuff can be, Laura, he is the comeback king. Weird Al would be great. Hell, there's so many. I would love to get Liberty DeVito on the channel. Oh, Jimmy Ray, thank you so much. Stoked to hear your perspective and the amazing chat. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Jimmy, you rock, bro. You rock. And he is one of two Guitar God members of the channel. Guitar Gods get free reign, all of the videos early, and I still owe him. People that sign up for that level, you get like a 15-minute guitar lesson or chat or whatever. So whenever Jimmy, if you need it or you want it. But man, I just thank you, Jimmy, for supporting this channel, because you guys help me out so much, man. It's not easy. Everybody will tell you, it's just like the music business. Everybody will tell you that you can't do this for a living. Everyone will tell you that you can't play guitar for a living. Everybody will tell you that you can't make YouTube a living. And it's the same process of you just don't accept no for an answer. I would love to get Tony Clifton, but unfortunately, I think he's with Andy Kaufman, right? Who's this? This is Combat Sports Media. Just played my first gig on February 10th at age 35. Took a lot of advice from you. Rock is my choice, but willing and able to play Latin music. Right on, man. That is great. Played his first gig at 35. Man, 35 is young, bro. 35 is young. So you got at least 15 years, dude, and more. You've got 15 minutes at the top, 15 years at least at the top. Because I think, man, for a lot of us, we peak maybe as players at 35, on up through those years. And you really, man. Did you mention maybe getting Richie Faulkner, Judas Priest? I would love to get Faulkner, man. Here's the thing, man. The best interviews I'm getting are people that watch this channel. And if they know the channel and know what I do and know the style of interviews I do, then we will get those. Just like James Michael from 6 a.m. I didn't reach out to him. He found the channel, and it's one of the best interviews. In fact, I'm gonna reach out to him and have him back, man, because most of these first interviews were just kind of skimming the surface. So man, we can get back in there. Do a guitar vid, top 3. Okay, what's that? What's top 3 what, Scott? So George the Animal Steele at a restaurant back in the day. He was like a shaved gorilla. Yeah, dude, I would love to have some pro wrestlers. Jizzy Pro already has his own YouTube channel. So I don't think he needs to do this. Here's the thing. I want to get people who want to do it. If people want to do it and they know what I'm doing and what this channel is about, those are the people. And that's why I had Rowdy Rob on the channel. He's a bouncer. But you know what? Man, everybody has a story, and people love that interview. Did better than some of the named musicians that I've had on this channel. I had people that played with top bands for 30 years that didn't get as many clicks as Rob the Bouncer, Rowdy Rob. So man, it's getting these names can be tricky, and it's not easy. And I'm more looking for the story. And I've got to like want to do the interview. I've got to like want to talk because it's an hour long, at least an hour long talk, you know. And I gotta wanna have that thing, you know. Could you have people call in and put them on with you live, like on Saturday night? Well, Dr. Star, I did one episode where, yes, you can join the chat. And what happens is, let's just say in theory that Dr. Star wants to make an appearance on a live. I would send you a link and you would click on that link and you would join and we would be side by side. So there's one Saturday night where me and Randy O from Odin did a side by side. Now it wasn't perfect, the audio and it was a little bit, you know, the internet connection is important. You got to have a fast connection. But yeah, the audio wasn't as good, but we can do it. It can be done. So, and look, if we get everybody, if everybody on board has their own mic and a whole like setup and all that, but I'm doing this as lo-fi as possible. This is my phone, and So yeah, that's the deal. But man, we are at 66 minutes. It's probably time for me to go do family time with the family, man. But man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this channel. And you know what? You guys all rock. We're going to have an excellent interview tomorrow morning. Reggie, the teacher, Wooten, right on this channel, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to thank everybody for chipping in, making this awesome live. It's been a great discussion. And man, I just want to say, man, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And everybody have a wonderful evening. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.